Let's talk about this Christmas jumper. It's thick, it's warm, it's festive, and it only comes out for a very specific season. And just like this jumper, our mental health coping strategies aren't meant to be universal. We gotta have the right ones for specific moments and specific challenges. But before we go any further, let's take a pause. Check in with yourself. How do you actually feel about this season? If you find it difficult, that's completely valid. But ask yourself, is this year different in any way? Am I wearing last year's emotional jumper without checking if it still fits? Challenge the way that you're thinking about this season, because it might be that something's changed for you, but you're still feeling the same way about Christmas because it's the way that you've always felt about it. And here's something important. You can feel multiple things at once. Just like layering clothes, you can wear or experience different emotions. Joy about seeing family, anxiety about social events, excitement about celebrations, sadness about who's missing. All these feelings can coexist, and that's okay. So let's think about coping strategies. Some coping strategies are like this jumper, heavy and protective, perfect for when you're feeling overwhelmed. And others are going to be like a light cardigan with just enough coverage for when you're feeling slightly exposed. Am I working this clothing metaphor too much?
Well, tough, because we're literally a clothing brand.
The true Christmas magic is in having a range. But the range is for life, not just for Christmas. Think of it like an emotional wardrobe where you can pick out what you need when you need it to match the season or emotion that you're experiencing. So maybe one day that's a 5-minute breathing exercise when you feel that anxiety creeping in. Another day it might be going for a long walk to try and clear your head. And sometimes it's going to be journaling to process difficult emotions. And other times it's going to be reaching out and seeking that professional support. It isn't about having one perfect strategy. It's about having options and understanding that what worked for you last winter won't necessarily work for you this Christmas. So what you need for when you're feeling anxious isn't necessarily the same thing as what you're going to need when you feel, say, angry. So here's my challenge to you. Start building your emotional wardrobe. Collect coping strategies, experiment, and be curious about what supports you in different situations and emotions that you experience. And if you're looking for some inspiration, you can head to hatw.co.uk. We've got heaps of coping strategies on there. And hey, while you're there, maybe you'd like to pick up some merch as well to help build up your actual wardrobe too. And on the inside of our merch, you'll find a little reminder as well. One size doesn't fit all. And it's the same for mental health and coping strategies. So build up your emotional wardrobe of coping strategies to help you get through whatever season you find yourself in.